Hi, this is Jay Aaseng from Twin Peaks The Return. You're listening to Inspirado Projecto.
Wowzers, hello to you. Today is Friday the 13th. Wow, Friday the 13th. Incredible. Yachtley Crew is playing the Ventura Majestic Theater tonight. And then tomorrow, checking the website now to see. Oh, here we go. And then tomorrow, we got a private event in Huntington Beach. So the episode you're about to hear here is from little bits and pieces from our journey, our recent East Coast tour, starting in Pennsylvania. And Ardmore Music Hall. And we had a great time, met great people. You hear little bits of interviews here and there. You'll hear behind the scenes stuff. We were in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Virginia. We had a grand old time. We got back, last weekend, and I slept for about 4 days. I hibernated. Holy cow. We did 12 shows in 8 days. So when you got that many shows in a row, it really wears on you, especially when your shows are in different states and your show ends at, let's say, 12 or something, and then you want to hang out with people. And then you got to wake back up early in the morning to then go drive to the next location. We were very fortunate. We had a couple of days off there where we got a chance to hang around in New York. And if you want, you could check out my TikTok, Inspirado Projecto, and you can see some of the very riveting footage of us inside what we call the land yacht, and also just some fun stuff with us setting up at the various locations. I tried to get bits of our drive up to these places, and of course, setting up the show. So, without further ado, we're just going to dive right into it. And thank you so much for listening to Inspirado Projecto. Okay, and we're here at Ardmore Hall, Ardmore Music Hall? Is that the full? Ardmore Music Hall. And we're speaking, what is your name again, sir?
Aiden Walsh.
Aiden Walsh. So how long have you been working here?
Since 2014.
2014.
Yeah.
And you were telling me that you got into lighting over at which, you're doing theater, right?
When I was in high school, I did lighting and sound for the stage.
That's awesome. So did that translate over to you, like when you went to a place like this? Did you do any of the lighting at any of the places like this?
We've got hired professionals to take care of most of that stuff, but I lend a hand when need be.
So do you play instruments?
Not well, but
Which ones do you not play well?
I play the drums and the violin with enthusiasm, but not technique.
Dude, yeah, I mean, listen, man. I mean, look at half of the punk rock bands that made it famous, right? It's
Yeah.
just screaming and yelling. And
Yeah.
I mean, look at the White Stripes when you think about it.
You just gotta have timing and enthusiasm.
You just gotta have,
That's all you need.
So what brought you to a venue like this? Were you always a music fan?
Well, it's actually a funny story. I'm friends with the owner, and I broke my hand pretty badly one day riding my bike.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I got a serious concussion and just smashed
You wiped
some
out?
of the bones. Oh, yeah. Real hard. It was like the nicest day in February.
How the heck did that happen?
You know when there's like that first 40-degree day in February and everybody goes out like it's springtime on an island?
Yeah.
I was riding my bike. I had left my helmet at the bike shop. So I was like, oh my God, why does this feel so good? Should I go back and get it? No, I'll get it later. And I went over an island and there was rock salt still on the side of it. So when I hit that, I wiped out.
Dude.
Smashed my hand, smashed my face, woke up with the police. And then my buddy goes, hey, I was a bike courier at the time. And the owner here said, hey man, do you need a job? We need some security and you look pretty intimidating with that splint on your hand.
That's great, dude.
Yeah.
Little did you, isn't it interesting how stuff like that happens? Like, you don't realize that the thing that you thought was a detriment becomes the thing that someone else looks at and goes, we need that. We need that.
Yep. You never know how life's terms are going to actually turn out.
We never know.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that old story? There was that old story where, like, there's this farmer and one of his horses got away. So then his neighbors are going, isn't that sad that your horse got away? And he goes, maybe. And then he sent his son off to get the horse. But then the son, he brought the horse back, but on his way back, he fell off the horse. And then he broke his leg. Right. Everyone's like, they were like, oh, isn't that great you brought back the horse? He's like, yeah, that's great. But then the son got the broken leg, and they're like, oh, isn't that sad, that he got the broken leg? He might not ever walk again. He's like, maybe. But then the army came around trying to recruit people, and they couldn't recruit the son because he had the broken leg. And they're like, isn't that great that he's not going into the war? So it's like you never know how this stuff
you never know. Things that seem like they're really bad omens or really bad things that happen can lead to, I can trace me knowing the owner here to one conversation I had with a classmate from high school that I never talked to while we were in school.
Dude!
Yeah.
That's a magical experience right there.
Yeah, I can pinpoint one conversation that's led to most of the jobs and housing that I've had for the rest of my life.
Dude, and the fact that you're even aware of the fact that you can trace it, and the fact that you see that and you know that and you attribute that to what's happening right now is perfect.
That's the funny thing. I attribute it to that, but there are so many events like that you don't know.
Absolutely.
It's like it's the sliding doors thing where if you went left, you end up in a totally different place than going right, and
you're talking my language. Yeah,
the least significant thing at the time, but.
Well, and it's great because when you trace those things back, what that does is when you get yourself that inventory of those examples, that now excites you to intentionally manifest an intended reality because you accidentally did it already. You already accidentally did it. So now you know that you got that power. Why not intentionally now do it?
Yeah, I like to withhold judgment on what a bad day is until I've gotten some perspective on it.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
You never know.
That's wise.
Yeah.
I would say it's awesome that you happen to work at a place like this to have this kind of wisdom,
Oh, it's great. Yeah. We have a really good crew here. Everybody is fantastic to work with, and they know what they're doing, and they enjoy the scene.
Are there others who work here who have a similar, that you share these kinds of conversations with about the magic of the universe?
Yeah, we've had great people working here throughout the years, and I've had amazing conversations with them all. But the beautiful thing is that everybody's got their own perspective and how they think. So even if you align philosophically, you still approach things differently.
Right. And it's cool when you can. I think what I love is finding the gold nuggets within those Venn diagrams, the commonalities, and seeing, because those are like the true golden cosmic, things that you can take along with you through life.
Absolutely.
It feels so good once you find yourself like, ooh, I got a key, and then you go, ooh, that unlocks that door. Ooh, that unlocks that door.
Yeah.
So, have you seen bands that you grew up just loving, and now they play in your house?
Oh, just incredible! Things I never thought I'd see, like Sister Nancy and George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic. Bands that I never saw coming, like Red Barat. Just all sorts of things that I've been exposed to that I would never have been if I hadn't broken my hand one day.
Isn't that brilliant?
Yeah.
Isn't that brilliant?
Yeah.
It's crazy because we don't see from this limited character's perspective. We gotta have that room out of there, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Einstein always talks about that. You can't solve the problem within the problem. You gotta go step outside of that, and you go, oh, okay, now I can look at it. Now I can see what's going on over there.
Now you can see what's going on.
God, that is so cool, man. Yeah. And now, no wonder why there's such a good vibe in this place, because because of folks like yourself. In fact, you're telling me that there are others that are like this, that you have these kinds of conversations with. That kind of sensitivity is what is filling in the blanks, filling in the gaps here.
Yeah, so, there's a lot of intangibles that people don't know when they get into a business like this, because it's a bar and a venue, and you need so many moving parts and so many people who need to be able to do their job, but not just do the technicalities. It's the same thing as music. Yes. Even if you're not the best at the thing, you just have to work with, what did I say before? Enthusiasm and timing.
Yes. It's cool because, that's such a big deal when the people come in and they don't see a bunch of just somber people working at a venue, right. It's like, oh, we're excited to see you,
You can be in a beautiful space with the best tech that's around, and the people who work there suck. and you're like, oh, I'm never going back there because it just feels bad.
Oh yeah.
But then you walk into a dingy basement and it's just the best venue you've ever been to.
Dude. Yeah, and you're like, what is that? What is that thing that I feel? You know?
Yeah, and that's just the energy that people bring.
When I think that consideration that you're talking about, that awareness of the energies and the vibes is such a huge thing, because now, since that's in the back of your brain, you can adjust how you're going to be talking with people, how you're going to be, it's not just this shallow thing,
right?
Of just, I'm working here, you're here to thing, you want to buy the thing, there goes the thing, it's just like there's a lot more that's going on in there.
Yeah, if you're in a place that is that drab sort of low energy thing, that reflects on you, and if you're in a place like this, it also reflects on you. So you change with the energy of the space, and the space changes with your energy.
Absolutely.
So it's very cool
so
to
wise, dude.
participate in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Well, do you have a SoundCloud or anything that I can direct people to check out any of your music or anything?
No, I've very rarely recorded myself playing music, aside from my time at Paul Green School of Rock. Aside from that, I just play with friends from time to time.
Do you have an Instagram or anywhere that you would like me to send people? I can put it in the podcast description.
I'm not really public facing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's very good. More behind the scenes, right? Yeah. The man behind the curtain.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, it was so great talking to you. Thanks so much for taking time out to talk to me. I just had to record a little bit of this because I was in a Duran Duran tribute band called Rio, and I played the Nick Rhodes character. We all dressed up exactly like the people in the band, so as to give that illusion. What's so interesting? That guy that you just heard who said great thanks, that dude's name is Kurt. His name is Kurt, K-U-R-T. And what's crazy is, at the Viper Room, I met another guy named Kurt. He was K-U-R-T. And I was telling him about the day that I realized, when I was a little kid, the day that I realized that my name spelled backwards was truck. And he's like, oh my gosh, that's my email address. It's T-R-U-K. Something. And I thought, man, that's so cool. This band is called I Melt With You, I think. So, they're opening up for Yachtley Crew. And doors are about to open, which means I'll be dropping some airdrop trading cards. If you're at the shows, turn on your Bluetooth, accept those airdrops. You'll get a surprise.
They had the spotlight on you and shit. I'm like, this is freaking cool.
I'm gonna have to do that pardon me. That's so great you were able to see that show last time.
I didn't even know.
That's great, dude.
Back when we started with Open the Vine back up, they asked me to be on the detail, so I get to see all the shows. So,
dude, that is great, man.
It's really a freaking tough job.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, but somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to fill that position.
So it might as well be me.
Was that awesome for that to suddenly see him just pop up out of nowhere? You're like, hey, what's going on? Where's he going next?
Well,
you never know.
Running by me, I'm like, oh, where the hell is this guy going?
Pardon me. Oh my gosh, that is so great.
No, honestly, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, we're glad to be back. I love that stage.
When I saw you guys were coming back, I'm like, yes!
Dude, thank you. Thank you.
Totally.
That's crazy. I didn't think I'd be recognized because we've only been
Dude,
here once before.
It took me a second to figure it out, but yeah.
And we're not in our
now
suit.
I recognize
We're not in our outfits either.
Yeah. What gave it away? Was it his hat or our sunglasses?
No, I'm former law enforcement.
Yeah.
So
I had a feeling.
When I see somebody,
Profile.
whatever,
Yep.
and not profiling, but I get used to recognizing faces, and
Well, you could go deep down a rabbit hole in a very quick moment in time because you're matching up against other experiences you've had, huh? You gotta be sharp.
pretty much.
Those micro expressions, the NLP, all that razzmatazz. So that's interesting. You're able to recognize people from that, and I'm glad that someone like you is at the helm of all this too. Because everywhere we go, it's just
Hey,
vibes.
you behave yourself.
What do you want to do?
causing trouble with these guys.
Yeah. It's always causing trouble with somebody.
Are you going to be hanging out tonight to see Yachtley Crew play? Why, oh why? Would you miss a comet in the sky? It might come back around for not
Honestly,
another year, even 75.
If you got nothing to do tonight, they're a freaking great group.
Do you respect his wisdom?
No, she doesn't trust me. We've known each other too long.
Then do the opposite. Come see the show. Yes, yes.
You are a best
gosh.
promoter, Stoney.
Oh my God. I just love people.
That's why I like this job.
Dude,
You know,
you're the comedian at the door.
previously with some of the shit I dealt with, I
Yeah.
come out here. I look forward to coming to work. I
Wow.
look forward to seeing your shows,
Thank you. Thank you.
and you're gonna get stuck with me backstage tonight. So
Oh, awesome.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Oh my gosh.
they've kind of rearranged the schedule, and I keep getting put backstage.
Oh my gosh.
Is it William or Bill? What do you prefer?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm Paul.
As long as you don't call me late for dinner.
No.
I don't give a rat's ass.
I'm Stony Shores. Pleasure to meet
Tony
you.
Short, nice
Yeah.
to meet you, Paul. Nice to meet you.
This is
We'll
fun.
have fun.
To be
We'll have
honest,
fun
we are brothers.
The
He's
Shores
Stony
Brothers.
Shores
It's a
and-
family band. There's
and I'm-
Tommy Bowie, Baba Bowie,
Pauly
Pauly
Shores.
Shores, and Stony Shores.
Cool.
Sailor Hawkins and Philly Ocean,
Okay.
and Matthew McDonald.
My new keyboard player.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So what town? This is not Rochester. Waterloo, right?
We're in technically the town of Waterloo.
Yep.
We're basically halfway between Syracuse and Rochester.
Oh, okay.
And then if you really want to go crazy, you mention Buffalo, and the Buffalo Bills fans go nuts. And
wow.
but yeah, we're halfway between Syracuse and Rochester.
Got it.
The lead singer, Philly Ocean, his dad and his family, they're all gonna come in like a cyclone, like last time.
like
But this is gonna
25
be even
people
more,
coming or something.
you know?
Yeah.
Because each one of them's gonna bring a friend. I
Do
bet.
they live in Buffalo or?
I think so. All such good
It's
vibes.
only- Buffalo's only about an hour and a half from here. On the freeway.
Wow, incredible.
This is summer for you guys, huh? This is warm.
So it's getting there. It's getting there. Still spring in upstate New York. We had snow the other day. So.
Oh wow. It's supposed to be rain on Monday in New York, I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Did you do any sledding up there with that snow?
I do not. I can't afford a snowmobile that you can use 6 times a year.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that own sleds
Yeah.
that go up to like Old Forge in the Adirondacks because they have all kinds of groomed trails up there. And you go from one bar to the next bar to the next bar, and you don't hit a friggin' tree,
Like a pub crawl?
but pretty much.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
No, I'm looking forward to turkey season. It starts Sunday.
No way.
Yep.
Hi, welcome.
My son texted me earlier. He was out scouting. He sent me a print or a picture of a turkey's footprint. So,
Oh wow.
How old's your son?
28 going on 29. So, he just got screwed because when they did the bidding for the when they did the bidding for their days off, they do it quarterly.
Yeah.
Somebody else beat him out, so now he's got the same days off as me. And I went, so what's the problem?
Yeah.
I go, you find the turkeys, you call them in for me. What the hell?
Yeah. You find the turkey. Yeah. Should we see if they have any food in the green room?
Yeah. Let's go.
It was
Gentlemen.
a pleasure seeing you, William.
Tony.
William, dude, we
Sir.
can't wait to be dazzle you, and I would not be surprised if Pauly accidentally, cosmically,
Yes.
accidentally shows up next to you. That happens all the time.
I think because you mentioned the second story, I was debating whether I was going to do that again. But to hear you,
We all thought it was
to
hysterical.
hear you recount it, I think I might
I
try.
was joking.
Dude,
I was
I was just
joking
worried
with
that
Justin
no
about
one
it the other
underneath
day.
me.
One of the other guards
Yeah.
would be in there.
Uh-huh.
I go, yeah, that freaking crazy sax player that ran up on the second floor.
Dude, I love it, dude. I love it.
He
You're
goes,
planting those
he goes,
seeds.
that was great.
I love it, dude. All these little,
I'll have
all
to
these
do it
little
again
details,
then.
all these nuances. I love. This is the kind of echo that's like the one who gets the message in the bottle.
Yes.
He represents
The Easter egg.
He represents the one who looks for that stuff and finds it. You're the exact kind of person. This
and
is
I get
good.
paid to see you guys.
Wow, man. What an extra bonus, dude.
Totally.
Trifecta activate.
All right.
Love
Dude, see you later, man.
See you, William.
Wow, Williams, cool dude.
Man, no, everywhere I go with you today is good vibes, dude.
Thank
How do you
you.
create these energy feel where everybody is just like, you chat, you talk, you're friendly, you give a damn, you hear them say what their experience is, and you share your experiences. Everybody's always excited to talk to Stony
Oh
Shores.
man, I like pulling it out of them,
Yeah.
especially when people seem to be uncomfortable about talking about themselves because they're not used to people asking them
Yeah,
about
I know,
themselves.
and I'm standing there with you.
And
I'm
it's
like,
fun.
Stony. I don't think he wants to go in depth about his life's goals. Like, he's just doing his job here. And before you know it, he's like sharing his life's dreams with you, and you're changing his life. Yeah,
Oh my
why
God.
don't I go and try and do that?
It's fun. It's like unlocking
They don't
extra
know
levels.
what they stepped into.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, the high limit room. That's where the
And
way
you know
we got to
what?
go through.
That guy was the, because I think a lot of times, like, it always surprises me when people can see me back there behind the stage because, I know there's a lot of fog back there, and it's easy for me to see the very front of the audience, but I don't realize, oh yeah, we got all the fog up there, everything's all crazy.
Right.
So I don't realize what I do that may or may not be noticed because I'm not expecting anyone to even see what I'm doing. I'm trying to become like a moving wave, a moving vibration frequency of that. Like when you see sound waves. Oh, this is incredible. This is incredible. This whole room. Whoa, I'm getting flashbacks of the 311 cruise. Whoa, dude. Yeah, dude. Whoa. This echoes a restaurant that I stumbled into during the 311 cruise after the Oompa Loompa. Dude, this is interesting. Oh, dude, can I record you? Paulie, can I record you on these seats? There's some great production value here. I just want to have you shoot like 2 seconds of you sitting there.
Yeah, where?
Because I.
But Opeth and Mastodon were just here last Sunday. And they went. I didn't go, but I used to go see them for like $15-$20, small venues, and I think it was 65 or 75.
You coming to the show tonight?
We're leaving in the morning.
You
I
got
got tons of shit to do. And, yeah, I'd come over if we weren't leaving.
Do you own this place?
Yeah.
So what's your name?
Mitch.
Oh, I'm Stony Shores. Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. Yeah, I got carpal tunnel in the hand. So.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean.
That's all right.
So how long have you? When did this start? I see like the awards and all the cool posters and.
30 years ago, August 1st, I sold First Thick Ice Cream. I was another location.
I love seeing where things start and how you see it, how it grows.
Well, it
You
was-
watch that evolution.
I bought a business I never should have. So it was a car wash, a laundromat, and a gas station. It was supposed to be absentee owner, and the guy bullshit me, and everything. So 4 years goes by, I got to do something, so I started making ice cream. And then this guy and I started doing barbecue together.
And that guy, who's that guy?
He's long gone now.
Oh,
He
what's
died
his
at
name?
45. Dave.
Oh, Dave Wasik?
Wasik, yeah.
Wasik, and you're Mitch.
Mitch. Yep. That's me.
Evanitsky.
Evanitsky. Ukrainian.
That's great.
So, but he.
So you guys were like the brain, the
No,
brains
he was
behind
only
this.
there for a couple of years. He came along later, and I mean, his problem was he can't live on a fifth a day.
Oh.
He died at age 45. Just dragged himself into a grave. So the landlord and I got a big blowout. I dug the gas tanks out. I was going to buy the property, so I moved to another location 10 miles away, and he devolved into a catering business. Trucks, barbecue pit, like the truck that's out there. Said we'd drag a barbecue pit with us as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So he got really crazy, and then 19 years ago we bought this building. It was a hover. So we started remodeling in 06, 07. My whole intention was just to cater out of here. and then it bogged down. It ran out of money, and then I didn't want to. When the housing collapse came, so I couldn't borrow any money, and I didn't want to run out of money. Was what it was.
Right.
I figured wait a year, and then the housing collapse comes. Now I got an unfinished building, commercial, everything's in the toilet. So 4 years goes by, I restarted again. So a buddy of mine begged me to do it. 5 months later, he couldn't do it. So I had to finish it on my own.
Whoa, man! So you charged forth, and look what has happened here. So what year? So this was.
This was probably '94 right here.
Wow. So does it just it grows this way, right?
And that was in that was probably '96, and that was probably 2002 when she did the piece on us.
Wow.
This guy really helped. Rick Seaback helped to open the door up for me. Came out and did a big piece. He just did another one on PittsburghMagazine.com in September, 25 years later. You know.
That is incredible. So do you notice that a lot of these people who grew up eating here, they'll come back and they'll be like, oh yeah, you know, they share a lot of good memories.
I've had people come from the old place. The old place is about 12 miles away from here, something like that, 14 miles. Yeah, people still come from the old days when I was banging my head against the wall. So my son, he does bottle up right at the counter. He'll grab the register.
So did I overhear you say something about being a musician?
I played drums, but I started too late. I started when I was in college. Tried to be self-taught. Nickel and dime shit. You know, yeah.
What were the names of them? It's always fun to come up with the names.
There was one. It was called Kamala Brainiac.
That's great, dude.
You know?
Were you guys comic book readers? It sounds like one of those
underground comics.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Underground comics.
Like who are some of your favorite comic?
Like Gilbert Shelton, Paul Griffith. You know, familiar with Griffith?
Oh gosh,
Bill Griffith.
I wish I was.
Bill Griffith.
But I love the independent
Zippy
comics.
to Pinhead.
Oh gosh, yeah,
That's Bill Griffith. So
it's such a unique style, isn't it?
Well, 5-6 years ago, he was at some comic place in the city, and I told her, "You want to go?" Nah, I want to go see him. I said, "Listen, let's go." She decides to go. She couldn't believe how smart the fucking is.
Wow, isn't it interesting? A lot of these comic artists and writers, dude, they are so smart.
Well, he was going to be an artist, and then he goes to San Francisco during that period, hippie generation. And it just...
Did that reflect in his comics? Is that,
yeah,
you know, like the psychedelia?
Yeah, you look up.
Robert Crumb is coming to mind. You know, that kind of like,
Crumb,
you know, scratchy and
Crumb is disaffected, too. But, Crumb, he's amazing. You know, like,
he seems to be the mascot of that, right? Because didn't he do the truck in, like, Grateful Dead?
Him, Gilbert Shelton, Spain, there's a bunch of them. I got a stack of underground
comics. Are you also a Mad Magazine enthusiast?
I was when I was a kid, yeah.
They still have the subscriptions.
Yeah, they do. You know,
I'd still have a subscription because I really would love to draw for Mad Magazine someday. Oh, that would just ever since I was a kid. National Lampoon is another one that I love. Yes,
that was ironical shit, you know.
National Lampoon. Oh, did you see the documentary? There's a documentary about National Lampoon, and then there's also a biopic about it. So it's really cool to watch the two of them, and you get to see how it grows through the Harvard Lampoon, and then they break off and make the National Lampoon, and then it was really cool because then they would do parodies of Mad Magazine. Mad Magazine would do parodies of National Lampoon. Oh, it was so fun to see it.
If you go back to Animal House, one of the creators, he was, I think he had the real nerdy looking shit with the glasses. I think he fell off a cliff or something.
That guy, yeah.
I forget his name now. But, you know, they
Beard. Like Henry Beard or something like that?
No,
doesn't it sound like
different? I'm sure if you look at if you go on IMDb and just pull up Animal House, you see because he just looked like a big nerd, you know. And but I think he fell off some cliff in Hawaii.
It seems like he was running the whole ship over there at National Lampoon. He was in there, you know, writing all these articles and. Man, it's so, that kind of humor is just top quality stuff, you know. Do you draw at all?
Yeah, some psychedelic shit when I was young, you know.
Yeah, do you have any art on you? I want to see what it looks like.
Not here, but here. Let me show you
doodles you got? Any doodles you got? Anything?
Not here.
I can draw it. Oh, man, I love drawing. I love painting. It's just so good.
But take a look at this here.
That's incredible.
I was a social worker, okay? You know,
you did this?
No. In 1981, there was a kid. You know, I was in a dormitory. So I go in, he's getting ready to move out, and he's going to throw it out. And I said, what are you doing with that? He goes, I'll throw it away. I said, no, I'll take it. And so that's how old it is.
It looks
I know, it's
science fiction, like something out of Heavy Metal magazine or something.
It's pencil. It's just pencil.
That's incredible. Yeah. The way that the swirls are and the contouring of the
good,
face.
You know, so I don't know whatever happened to him.
It's awesome that you've kept it all these years. Well, so now every artist who walks in here, this is very artistic, this whole place, man. I gotta say, all these paintings, like it's.
I bought that one in Key West. I bought that at Penn State Arts Festival. You know, I got a ton of shit at home. My wife says, if you bring it over here, it's just gonna get.
But dude, it looks like an art gallery. Then you know what I mean? Or it's heading in that direction.
There's a couple more in here.
I think it's heading in that direction. I mean, this place is very artistic.
You know, this one I bought.
Yeah.
I bought this in St. John off a guy that's been there forever.
That's great.
And I don't know where the hell.
Yeah, because you got like these spirits infused.
I think I bought that one in Flagstaff.
Fused right in there. This art is really reminiscent of my art style, actually. This, of course, you would lead me into this place. Are these ravens in the picture?
I don't know. You know, I mean, it just.
It's a birdhouse on the head.
If I had a shitload of money, I'd go nuts.
Oh my God! I'm gonna see if I can take a picture of this. Holy cow! This is too cool. This is. I cannot believe this. This is something I feel like I would paint or draw. That's so uncanny. Has that ever happened to you before, where it's like you come across, you know, I don't know.
Oh yeah, you stumble across shit, you know.
You come across stuff, you go, whoa, that's like a reflection of what frequency I'm on. You know, and you're just like, that's crazy.
Well, there's, you know what? You've ever been to Los Gatos, Saratoga, California?
No, not as far as I know.
There was a restaurant there called Manresa. So this guy was the chef there, and he eventually came back home here, and he owns a couple restaurants in the city. He opened this cure and everything. So one day I pick up the phone in the morning. You know how sometimes your tabs are still open in your phone?
Yeah.
I look, and there's Manresa sitting at the top. 6 o'clock in the evening, he comes in here that night. You know?
Incredible. Isn't that crazy? You have no idea who the heck's going to come through here. And all the bands that go on tour, I'm sure they stumble.
Some dude, not a lot. One day, what is it? Stevie Ray Vaughan's brother was sitting in the corner. I didn't know who he was, you know. The last show I went over here was to go to see Neil Morse. You know who Neil Morse is?
No.
He's a prog musician.
Oh, prog is fun. That's like sci-fi. You know, I would love to see a sci-fi movie with like prog rock in it.
He came from a band called Spock's Beard. Then he got real religious.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they're
I gotta check into it.
Yeah. So, anyways, they come over there. This was pretty interesting. So I was trying to. They threw me off of Facebook for an obscure picture from 4 years ago.
Whoa.
So, anyways, I knew they were coming here, and there's a Costco and a Walmart 3 miles away. So I got to go get a couple odds and ends, and I see a tour bus pull in. Well, it's Monday. There ain't no tour bus. Somebody going into the city. So. After I walk up to the bus, I think I'll take a picture. Out comes Neil Morse. I said, "Hey, you guys are playing at Jergel Sunday." I thought, "Oh, who's this psycho coming up here?" You know.
That's awesome.
I said, "Yeah, I discovered you because a friend of mine 20 years ago." So we started chatting. We walk into produce section. I tell them how I found out about them and everything, and then they end up following me all the way down. They end up behind me, and then we went to the show that night. But it was just, you know, they were playing there, and
so you were already a fan of this band, and they ended up. Coming through.
And it was good. The only reason I discovered it was a friend of mine, 20 years. See, in the 90s, there should be a pack right there. In the 90s, my kids are growing up, and radio was no place to find music anymore, and especially a genre that I got to like. So it's like there's nothing on the radio. And then this friend of mine shows up one day, and he's got a CD, and he goes, "Yeah, maybe I'll tell you." I said, "Transatlantic, never heard of it." So I pick it up and look at it. Oh, I know the bass player from Marillion. But I never heard of the Flower Kings, Spock's Beard, and Dream Theater at that time. Didn't know. Wow. So, you know what? I'm going to go buy some music. So I go into a record store the next day, bought some Flower King CDs, Dream Theater, all that shit. Go home, and I'm in my basement. And it's like, wow, there's a whole world of music out there that doesn't exist on radio.
What? Isn't it right? And then when that light bulb goes off, you're like, okay, what else is hiding out there?
And then shortly after internet radio, there was a station I used to listen to called deliciousagonyradio.com. And then I discovered a bunch of bands from there, and it's like, I can't turn the radio on. It sucks.
I know. Isn't it crazy? Because now they're in all these different ways. Anybody can upload stuff to Spotify. Because we actually have a song on Spotify now. Our first original song. Mm-hmm. It was cool because they played it on our local radio station too, so that was really awesome. They had some of us in the studio interviewing us, and it was just like such a fun thing. Like, whoa, dude, they're playing our song on the radio right now. Oh man!
And it's like there's a local band that was big in the late '60s, early '70s called the Jaggers. And from that band, Donnie Irish came. So Donnie Irish is a local guy. He's like legendary and shit. So this is when I was still on Facebook. I was talking to a friend of mine in New Zealand. He posted some bands, so I figured, you know what? The next day I'll send him some Donnie Irish songs. I sent a friend of mine in England and everything. 3 days later, I go to his birthday party. There's Donnie Irish sitting at this table.
There was 3 days from when you were thinking about.
It was like a Tuesday or Wednesday, and it was Saturday. And the only reason this place was open because they had closed everything because of COVID, and they had a private party that said, hell, we don't care.
Whoa,
so
man.
We're in Santa Fe. Like a month later, I get a text from...
You just happen to be there at that time.
I get a text from Mindy a month later. Hey, what are y'all doing today? Hey, you didn't get COVID, by the way, did you? 8 of us didn't get it on the rest of the restaurant.
Whoa. Wow, man.
That shit happens.
Well, I'm anxious to check out some of your food, man. I can't wait, man. Thanks.
You
What's your
guys
name
on
again?
Mitch? You guys on
Mitch,
YouTube?
what's the name of this place again?
It's called Mitch's Barbecue.
Oh, Mitch's Barbecue. Yeah, of course. Dude,
You
I
guys
love it.
got stuff on YouTube too?
Yeah.
Write your band name down for me over there.
Oh, yeah.
Is this sold on?
Is this me right here?
Yeah.
Did you put this one in? 4 o'clock?
The regular ones that you guys have. Yeah.
What's this one? Ice cream bowl? You already got that one? All right, okay.
Hello.
Hi.
May I have a ramen noodle bowl?
Okay, he'll put that in 1 second.
Oh,
for you.
cool.
Put
Oh,
the
gotcha.
phone call in 1 second.
No, I didn't put it in.
Oh, you already did?
No.
Okay.
I got time. I'll get it first.
Okay. Did you want meat in that ramen?
No.
Is it
no,
for here
please.
to go?
For here.
For here?
Yeah.
First name?
Stony.
Stony.
Tony. Hey, that's my Post Malone. No,
That's your what?
Post Malone. I'm a big Post Malone.
Are you?
Oh my gosh.
You're eating here?
Huh?
For here?
Oh, yeah. With these wise guys.
Oh, okay.
I know I'm too old to like Post Malone, but I can't help it.
Put that down.
Well, now I got to investigate.
I
Now I got to
can't-
investigate Post Malone.
You
Do you guys have
Post Malone?
Spotify or iTunes here? Can you pipe? Do you have speakers? We would love to hear our song played on the radio. Right now would be phenomenal.
What is
Oh my
it?
God.
I could put it on. I don't have
It would-
Spotify.
Oh, I
I could put on.
Dude, yes, please.
What's the
Oh my
name
God,
of
they
your
would
group?
flip. They would flip
What's the
out.
name of
They're
your
not
group?
expecting that at all.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
my name is Stony,
Okay,
and our
what's-
name of our group is called Yachtley Crew, and we sing like.
Yachtley instead of like Motley
Oh
Crue.
yes, you got that
You're-
right.
you're
And we're playing at
70s,
Jergel's
isn't it?
tonight.
Yeah, that's what he
And
told
so,
me. We sold out.
so we
That's
play like
wonderful.
Hall and Oates and Toto.
Yeah.
And
Chris Cross.
Yes, Michael McDonald. And so we have our very first song
Wow, that's
called
wonderful.
"Sex on the Beach" about the drink, of course.
Is that the song?
Yes.
Okay, Mitch will have to pull it up.
Okay, what do you have, Dean? I'll
Okay.
get that in for you.
Oh, what?
Ramen.
Oh, no meat. As vegan as possible. I know it sounds silly in a town like this, but
The egg. Do you want the egg?
oh no eggs, please.
No egg.
If possible.
No egg
Is that
ramen.
possible? Or if not, I could just get like cornbread or something. I don't mind.
Smoked meat salad's good.
Split pea salad? That sounds cool. I'll have split pea salad. That's what I'm gonna get. If you can change it to that. What?
Smoked beet. It's got tongue with alls in it.
That sounds cool.
Candied pecans, corn segments, smoked beets.
Oh, that sounds good.
Balsamic
Oh
dressing.
yes.
Good cheese.
I'm taking
wonder
that
if-
suggestion. That's good.
Anything else?
Like guys, it's like to be honest with you, I was like, for you guys when I was growing up, it's like never, ever, ever listen to you. Silverback management, that's what it is, Silverback. So I said, I was like, but be honest. I said, to be honest, I'm a fucking fan now. They're like, oh dude, that's so cool. I was like, Norwood, I get the set list every night. And I'm like, and there's actually songs I check off. I'm starting to look forward to hearing. And by the end of the tour, I was a full-fledged fan. Same with Steel Pulse.
Dude, 311's a bit, that's why they were on the cruise, is because they were like one of their influences.
Wow.
Yeah, visual.
Yeah. And that's when, like we were talking, that's when Norwood had his wrist broken. So he was playing bass with the bass on his knee.
I couldn't believe it.
Wrist in a cast. And he still doesn't miss a fucking note. Like I was telling him, I said, Norwood would call me. When he calls me, I'm just like, what's up, bro? What shows you want me to do and tour manage for you? Like a couple shows in LA, like I did the concerts in the car with him, adventure, and everything like that. I love those guys. Angela's Adams completely out of line with everybody else.
His Dr. Mad Vibes experimentation stuff is really
everybody
funny.
else was super cool. So when I was touring with him, there was a guy named John Stewart on drums. Grumpiest motherfucker I've ever met in my life. He's now one of my best friends. But when the OGs came back, it was Philip Fisher, who was Norwood's brother. And like, he left Fishbone back in the day because he went out going on tour like Shania Twain, Justin Timberlake, like a bunch of really big
Didn't he
acts.
play like the little tiny trumpet? There's like a little tiny trumpet that I saw.
No, that's Dirty Vault.
Oh, gotcha.
Philip Fish was a drummer.
Oh.
So he left the band, like, went out on tour, like, doing arena and stadium tours with all these different acts. And he came back. They got Chris Dowd back. They got all the OGs back. And then they started Fish just left again, so now they got the guy, John Stewart, back. But they still have all the rest of the guys.
Wow.
Yeah, Dirty Wall, man. Fucking all that dude was like play the show, get on the bus, drink his Blue Moon, sit in the back lounge, get high as fuck, pass out. Same thing every day.
I mean, I hope we end up. I can see this band ending up on a bus for sure.
Absolutely.
It's like we're like trying to push the original, which I'll like. Trust me, I'm one of the big people that is a proponent of that. So like I want to push the original, but even if the original does nothing, dude, like we're like we have a system that works. We show up in a new city, we play that, we do the Facebook ads. These older people show up, they're jonesing for this type of thing, and we're kind of filling a void that even like Yacht Rock Review, they're not doing the same.
You guys, I'm glad because you really could have, show days are stressful.
I'm not stressed on the show day. I mean, I'm just, like I said, it was more about the logistics of how and where. And, when Deborah was like, like some of those lake shots were too. I know you were trying to scout stuff for her shots, but it's like too gloom and too.
Yeah.
Didn't have the. It looked East Coast.
It needed more character.
It didn't look like this is a very West Coast sound.
Yeah.
And a West Coast look.
Yeah.
So without being the obvious of taking a picture on a boat.
Totally.
This is cool that it's got a vibe.
Yeah, I like that it's the inside.
This is like
the inside of a boat.
Like a Rolling Stone cover.
Yeah, like an editorial,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the vibe, and I think it'll work. And I just wanted it to look different from the all white background, like bright. You guys have that stuff, and I think it's cooler to have like more textures, weird stuff with like the globe and shit. Like I think it's just cooler and those weird circular windows.
The floor, like you said, the floors.
Yeah, I think it's just
like cool.
I think it's just a better vibe, and I'll put together my phase too and send you some edits.
Okay.
You can just look at it.
I mean, you have the eye for that too. And like Andy said, I didn't want to give you too much to. I don't want to direct it because that's not real. I'm a drummer. You're a photographer.
It's so funny. Andy called me and he's like such a British manager. He's like, I just want you to do your thing, man. And I was just like, all right.
I just want you to do your thing.
Yeah, just do it. Just be crazy, man. I was like, okay. Like he was just so like. It felt like almost famous for like some movie where it's like somebody he just sounds like such a manager.
He totally does.
Yeah.
He sounds like he's playing a manager in a film.
Yeah.
He has that vibe. He's like, and he's just like, yeah, man, like do something weird, like put them in a weird place and something kooky. And I was like, all right, like he called me. He literally just called me to say like just take a chance and do something weird and like do what you want.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's pretty cool. Like managers almost always call you and they're like
micromanager.
Oh my god, like they want to fucking zoom in, like they want to zoom to the shoot and like watch everything.
Oh my
it's
god.
such a pain in the ass, and they want to like, but he was so like old school in that way. He's just like, just make cool photos, man. Like, and I rarely hear that from any manager.
Yeah, that's cool. That's the dream.
Yeah, he very much understands like how to deal with artists. It seems like like how to.
He's cool. Sometimes it's like he's too lax on it, or like, what the fuck's going on?
Really?
Where is he? What's it?
He's like he's too chill.
No, he's not too chill. He's just very. I don't know what the word is. Not too chill. He's definitely not up our ass, and he lets us do what we're doing.
Yeah.
So he's like not trying to. He doesn't really micromanage what we do either.
Yeah, I think like not trying to control bands is like the best way to go.
Yeah. He doesn't. I don't know.
As long as
I sort of feel like we've been doing a lot of things right.
Yeah.
So, don't.
Yeah, it's working
Don't
already.
step on that part of it. Like,
And he does
working on the other side of things.
You just gotta make you big stars, man.
That's the thing is we just he opens up big doors.
That's all a manager should do.
Yeah. That's what he does, and
Just give you access to things that you don't have access to.
he got us our agency, who's doing a great job.
He said you
got
have
us
Deborah
into
too, right?
whiskey. What's that?
Did he say you have Deborah?
Yeah,
Deborah, yeah.
Deborah's good. Deborah's good.
Is Deborah your publicist too, or do you just work?
No,
with
I
her?
just shot like 3 or 4 of her clients, and
Uh-huh.
she's like in my eyes, she's like a good big publicist. She's like one of those big, expensive, like been around the block, no stuff publicist.
Yeah,
And I like her personally. She's a
really sweet.
She's very cool. Yeah, she's very also lets me do what I want. Isn't trying to some publicists are really like nightmares.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Just like so controlling.
I'm sure there's fucking artists that are nightmares.
I mean,
too.
the music business is one gigantic nightmare, but it's like there are people in it who are really cool and chill and like let you do the thing that you do.
Yeah.
And I like that both people on your team are just like.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're chill and they're not.
We got a good team for sure.
Yeah, man, it's good, and it seems like the tour's going well.
Tour's going real well.
Yeah, we've had some great nights.
You gotta do like Jones Beach one day, or have you guys been to
I've
those
never
big,
played
like,
there.
those like big outdoor venues with like Greek theater and stuff?
Mhm.
Like, I feel like that's a good place for you guys to.
We haven't played. We're not. I mean, I want to play the Greek, but I'm not going to be too big for our britches and say we can play that.
Why not? It's like, it's like 5,000. If you can do 1,000, you can do 5,000.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a, yeah, I mean.
Give it a couple years.
I'm not saying no, but yeah, I'm saying like, hopefully that's the growth pattern, you know.
It just seems like you guys are the kind of band that would do, that would be a fun place to see.
Our manager, Andy's trying to get us on to play some shows with Jimmy Buffett.
Whoa.
Which I think
It's open?
we all think
big.
that's like the perfect demographic of
Yeah.
like when we first started the show, this band, our shows were like people that were over, like well over 40.
Yeah.
And like older people, like in their 60s, and
Yeah.
they were like, we didn't really get a younger audience until the past few years because it was,
Yeah.
you know, this is all like guilty pleasure music. It wasn't like kids are driving down the street that are like 25 years old listening to the Pina Colada song.
Well, but it's like, remember when Weezer did Africa?
Yeah.
I feel
we
like
started this before that, though.
all it takes is like a couple bands to
Right.
like make it cool, and then suddenly like hipsters will be listening to
Well, that's the
Toto.
thing. Some of these songs, like I have some kids that are teenagers,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, Dad, you play this song." And it's like just
Yeah,
two
and
of
it's like
us
they're
because it's
discovering
famous
it.
on TikTok.
Yeah.
Remember
that's
that?
crazy.
Remember the Fleetwood Mac song with the dudes
The
drinking
Cranberry
cranberry
juice,
juice,
yeah.
like that?
Crazy.
That put that song back.
Dog
on the charts.
Insane.
Come Get Your Love was
The
big on
40
TikTok.
years.
Come Get Your Love was big on TikTok. There's another one too. Well, Break My Stride.
Yeah, Break My Stride.
Yeah, the good thing about like what you guys do is this music will inevitably become in the popular culture at some point again.
Oh, it already is.
And it's like that only helps you guys because look, there's a band that specializes in that.
You know what's funny is we play Africa.
Yeah.
Back home, we don't play it very much on the West Coast, in Southern
Why?
California. We do, but it's just kind of.
It's
sort of it's becoming the Don't Stop Believing of Journey.
Right,
It's like,
right.
it's great. And like you want to see Journey do it, but you don't want to see every other fucking band.
Sure, yeah.
So Africa is like you want to see Toto play it, but if I see another fucking cover band play it, Africa is like. But we play it here in like we did some Midwest and East Coast stuff, and it's fucking huge.
Yeah, people
like it's just
love that song.
But it's
Does Toto still tour? Is Toto still a band?
Yeah.
Do they still do Africa?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like
they're touring with Journey right now.
Oh, that's a good tour.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, they still do it.
God, all these bands are still. I can't believe all these guys are still doing it.
But it's weird because some of these guys, like Hall & Oates, are in their 70s. They're like 70.
Why do they tour? For what?
Because that's what they do.
They're making so much money. Also, what else are they going to do?
They don't even,
What's
they don't
another
need the money,
$10 million for?
Yeah,
for
but
all
it's
that?
what you love. I mean, are you
Sure.
if you're rich? Are you going to put your camera down?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. No, I mean, I get it. I'm just saying, if I was 70 and I had like reached the top of my field, the idea of like getting on a plane and going to fucking, you know,
well, that's what John Oates says. He goes, they don't pay me to play the songs. They pay me to travel, be away from my family. They're paying for my time away from my home.
Why do it? Like,
they just, they love it. Dude.
Yeah,
the guitar player from Journey, who owns the band, Neil Schoen.
Yeah.
He played with. He was like 15 years old when he was on tour with Santana.
Really?
So this is all he knows.
Yeah,
I mean, you can't just take
if
that.
he stops, he'll like die.
Yeah. He'll get bored out of his fucking mind.
Yeah,
it's a great view, man.
But some of these bands will just go until people like look at Rush. I mean, they can't play.
But Rush is like a huge, like, I feel like Rush could do like the Garden.
Oh, of course they can. They can do multiple nights at the Garden.
Yeah.
But they're a legacy band. But a lot of these bands are. I mean, even Toto is a legacy band.
Is Toto like big though?
Toto is not only is Toto well
They're
as
bigger
a
now than they
band.
ever were,
Yeah.
As a band, they're big. They're big enough, but because they're not like Journey big, but they're like Journey and Toto probably play the Garden, or they will. But Toto couldn't play the Garden without Journey.
Well, that happened. I shot Joan Jett in September,
Awesome.
and she was about to go on tour with Heart.
Uh-huh.
And the first of 3 for that tour was Billy Idol. It was like Billy Idol, Heart, then Joan Jett. And I remember thinking like,
Joan Jett headline?
Yeah.
fuck.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, like, yeah, each of those bands individually, and they were playing the Forum.
Yeah, they gotta put packages together.
And I was like, yeah, each of those bands individually could not sell out the Forum, but man, as a package, that is a sure shot.
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
like any arena in the country.
Yeah.
Then like Hart and Joan Jett could just tour, and it's
Look
like
what Def Leppard and Motley Crue.
Yeah,
and
stadiums,
Poison
right?
are doing stadiums, yeah.
insane.
But I don't think Motley can do Motley can do a stadium in LA or like a
Really?
big city, yeah. But because I was at the Forum. I saw them like 3 nights at the Forum when they finished their last.
They played 3 nights.
No, they played. I think they did 4 nights at Staples in
Jesus
LA when they did their
Christ.
farewell tour or whatever. Like
Maybe they
6
could
years
do a
ago.
stadium a lot.
But
that's crazy.
well, but they can't do that in every city because I saw them in Seattle at the Tacoma Dome in Seattle on that same tour. And it was like half sold.
Oh, they like closed off.
Yeah, they closed off they curtained off
that
the whole
must
top.
suck, man. To like
It
get,
does.
to load it into the stadium.
But dude,
like,
back in like in 87, 89,
dude,
93, they would do 2 nights. At
They were
Tacoma.
Guns N' Roses big, probably.
Yeah, they were.
That's
They had a #1
insane.
album, Dr.
But these packages are like that's where, and I'm sure they make amazing money, but it's wild. Like,
Def Leppard and Motley are co-headlining, so like you can see the schedule with who's playing where.
Def Leppard's bigger than Motley Crue, though.
Def Leppard's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I would think they would headline.
Motley Crue's not, which is funny. No,
Motley
Crue's
Crue has
big.
like 5 songs that are huge.
No, they got a lot.
No, that are huge.
Huge songs? They got
Def
a lot
Leppard
more.
probably has 10.
I think they probably have the same amount more.
Really?
The same amount of hits, yeah.
Jesus.
But Def Leppard's, they sold more records with Hysteria. That
They
went
were
like
just
that's like double
bigger
diamond or something. They sold like 20 million copies
Insane.
because they had. That was after the dude lost his arm.
Yeah.
So, but they had Pour Some Sugar on Me on that record. They had like 5 singles out. They had Pour Some Sugar on Me,
Crazy.
Animal, Hysteria, Armageddon It, Women, Rocket.
They could just do that album
That's
on
6.
big tour with
That's
just
6
that album.
fucking singles on one record.
Insane, man.
That's like hard to. That's like George Michael shit.
Oh, that's like Michael Jackson shit. That's like
Yeah.
Thriller shit. That's it's really
Like
difficult.
you listen to a lot of artists, and like even a Bowie record had like 1 hit,
Yeah.
2 hits.
Yeah.
A McCartney album has like 2 singles.
Even
on
Bruce
it. That's-
Springsteen albums had like 2 giant songs, and then there was like 8 regular songs.
But dude, but a fucking like a Def Leppard, or dude, that's incredible.
Insane.
So I think that I don't know. I mean, they're all big,
Hopefully
but
you can
they're-
get on a big tour and like
The Jimmy
get-
Buffett thing. It's so funny. We were just playing in West Palm Beach a couple weeks ago. Did you film that?
No.
Oh, we're like we're in a hotel like conference room. We're playing a corporate event.
Yeah.
And I just walked down, and the lady that was like running the event, did you just see the guy walk by with a guitar? And I go, no, I just got off the elevator. She goes, oh, who was it? I go, Phil. Did you just see the guy with the guitar? He goes, oh yeah, he was so cool. He told me, hey, there, because we're dressed up, ready to go. What did he tell you? Like, there's.
He goes, oh, that's a good-looking guy in a suit or something like that.
In uniform.
Like good-looking uniform or something like that.
He's all, thanks, man. Who's Jimmy Buffett?
No, wait, why was he at a corporate?
He was doing a corporate event right next to us in
Wait,
the same hotel.
Jimmy Buffett does like private corporate.
Oh, fuck.
stuff?
It's for the
Anybody.
Navy SEALs, actually.
Everything's for sale.
Oh, so it paid.
Everything's for sale.
Holy, I would not think he would do that.
Well, for $1 million, he did $1,500,000. He did it.
Yeah.
For one show?
For one song, dude, he did 2 songs.
Oh!
He did America the Beautiful and.
I thought he put on a whole show. It was just those couple songs.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah, he didn't play the whole thing.
Oh, of course he
It was
did.
just
Dude.
him and another guy, 2 guys.
That's crazy.
That's they spent too much money. They could have gotten him for $500,000.
I don't know.
$500,000.
He's worth almost $1 billion at this point.
Oh,
so-
true.
so he's like-
You have to give him at least $1 million for it to for him to.
He like lives right there too in Palm Beach or somewhere in Florida.
What kind of rooms does he play when he does a tour?
Him?
Yeah.
He'll do like Hollywood Bowl.
Amphitheaters.
Wow, it's like
Yeah.
big, and he'll
He
sell
sells
it
out here.
He has a rabid fan
His
base.
whole like
8,000.
the
He could
Parrotheads
do
are,
like 8,000-9,000.
Dude, people bring their fucking blenders backstage to get autographed by that guy. It's a whole thing.
He's a
dude.
billionaire.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I looked up 900 million. It says online.
Yeah, so dude, he owns. Not only does he own. Look at this, dude. He's got obviously his music career. He's an author.
Yeah.
He's got the
The
Margaritaville
branding was
restaurants. The
probably-
Margarita. Those shoes we're wearing, the blue shoes are Margaritaville shoes.
Dude, all from that one song, dude.
Just Well, that he's got a couple.
He has
other
retirement communities that he owns. Margaritaville retirement communities.
That's
Resorts.
genius, man. He made a brand. He
totally
that
made a
into
brand off of one
That could have
name
just
off
been
of-
a
It's like
big
a
song.
lifestyle.
I have a
too.
fucking barbecue that goes on the back of my my truck
That's
for
fine.
tailgating. It's a Margaritaville.
Is it quality? Like, does he make quality stuff?
No, it's like the George Foreman grill. His name's on it. But there's a Margaritaville
He's getting all those
blender.
licensing fees.
Yeah, Margaritaville blender. Like he trademarked Margaritaville, sure. So
Oh, yeah.
everybody licenses that for everything.
Did he make up that term?
Yeah. Well, maybe he heard it somewhere.
Maybe he heard
wrote
it.
But
a
it's
song.
he owns it.
But he
You
coined
can't
it.
open
I mean,
a thing
he
that's
didn't
called
coin it,
that.
but he trademarked it. But you trademark something and it's yours, you know?
Good for him.
We
man.
trademarked our name when we started this band.
Yeah.
And there's already been like 4 or 5 other bands trying to use our name.
No way.
Trying to dress like us.
No.
Trying to, yeah, dude.
So wait, what? Can you sue them or what happens?
We have to send a cease and desist.
And then they stop.
They take.
Yo, you have impersonators already?
Yes.
Yeah. Parody,
But
you
they
Yachtley Crew
dress
parody
up-
bands.
They dress up like the same way?
Yeah.
And
Oh
they
yeah,
do the
dude,
same.
they fucking
There's a
totally.
bunch of them.
One band even tried to steal our photos.
What?
Watch this.
Like they
You're like,
copied their faces onto our
Look at it.
faces.
They took our photos and they put their fucking.
holy.
That's us from a
shit.
previous photo shoot.
Did you reach
That's
out?
us right there. Yeah, we told them just fucking you're gonna get sued. That's us right. Remember that one I just showed you where we're doing this?
They're called Yacht Club?
No, they're called. Oh yeah, they're called Yacht Club. That's our logo on our jacket. They put that on their drum head. Can you fucking believe
Did they
that?
respond? Were they like, I'm
Did
so
you see
sorry?
that, Kurt? I will show you.
Whoa!
They put that on their drums.
Did they apologize or what?
They just said, "Well, we just thought it was funny, guys. You guys just, we saw your band before. We thought you were great, and we wanted to."
And they're doing shows?
Yeah, and they totally.
And what
took
sucks
our
is
logo right there.
Wow.
If someone doesn't look into it, they can think that's you guys and then go.
Yeah, they're totally trying to just
Dude, that's
steal
fucked
that
up.
idea. That's the logo that's on our coats.
That's insane. So
So-
they stopped that.
They took it all down. We were going to sue the shit out of it. We already-
He's having a party.
There's been a lot of bands that we did. We have
all the time.
It costs us, and it fucking costs a fortune, dude. It costs about $2,000 every time we have to send a letter out.
Seriously? That's insane. But I mean, I guess flattering that people see you as something to copy. The brand is strong enough where you can like.
Yeah, they're trying to make a quick buck, you know.
I mean, but it's kind of cool. It means that what you're doing is like translating to.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they
enough
say
people,
imitation
right?
is the most sincere form of flattery.
Yeah, it's translating enough where people are like think that this is a successful way to go about it, which is cool. But man, that's fucked.
Do you guys want to walk and get some lunch?
Yeah.
That would be
It's
great,
about 1:45, and we have to be unloaded in an hour and 15.
It's always fun when you know about the histories of these, what these places used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
It always fascinates me.
There, I think there was a movie that
So
was
this was a brothel long ago, you're saying?
Yeah, long ago.
Whoa. What the heck? Whoa, what? This is all candle wax on the walls?
Yeah. Look, check out the
Whoa.
floor too. There's like stuff like there's a heart
Dude,
here.
there are
there's,
things like chiseled into the floor.
Yeah. Some
That's
weird
cool. A
wacky shit.
bathtub in here?
Diamonds there.
Whoa, how often do people take baths in here? Does anyone ever do it? Like, I'm just going to do it.
This used to be, last time someone did something, this used to be ice and champagne room.
Oh my gosh.
That was for a birthday.
That is so cool, dude. This is awesome that someone put all this wax up here somehow.
At some point, yeah.
Like it's got to start somewhere. Someone thought,
Yeah.
okay, where do I start? And what do you do? Are you hanging up upside down candles? I mean, how do you even do something like that?
I don't even know how they do
Right?
it. Yeah.
Like, or they just goop it, they're just like gooping the wax
that's
up on the wall.
wax art.
Dude. Talking about wax on, wax off, right? Oh my god.
For this one, I guess.
That is cool, and the way that this exit sign just gives this like cool,
It's
like
just nice
haunting.
red,
Yeah. Whoa, interesting. So do they put on plays on this stage as well? Any musicals or anything?
I don't think so.
No?
I haven't worked a musical.
Oh, Broadway
I'm
stuff,
new.
maybe.
Broadway stuff?
Yeah, Broadway sings or something.
Wow. That's cool. How long have you guys worked here?
September.
Oh, wow.
This is my third week here.
Wow, you guys are new to this place. That's cool.
Yeah.
Most of the staff is actually within the year, I think. Yeah,
Hands on the wall. I just saw that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Dude,
Did you? Oh, damn.
this is so damn artistic.
We didn't show them the door.
The doorknobs are hands as well.
I don't
Where?
I don't like holding them. It's just
I bet you it's creepy. You go to turn it, it's like, take my hand, kid.
It freaks me out a little.
No way.
I actually let's
Where?
go back because
Where?
I want to show you.
Oh, what's this now? This is crazy.
It's like the speakeasy.
That's awesome.
We're gonna show him a hand. Where's the nearest
Wow.
The Nearest hand is that door right there.
Oh boy.
It's worth the trip because every
Wow.
time I'm like grabbing him by the wrist, I'm like, I don't want to hold your
Dude.
hand.
Wow. That is so smart.
It's really, and then if you look closely, there's some women hands too. Like,
Whoa. What a cool idea. That'd be cool to know the hit. No way. No way, dude. Look at that. That is weird.
I don't like it.
It's like you're shaking a hand with it, dude.
Look,
That's
I'm
crazy.
always like,
oh my
excuse
god.
me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, excuse me.
By the wrist.
That'd be crazy, man. One of these nights you just decide to grab it and it goes, yeah! You know, it's
Yeah,
like.
and that'll be a night I'm here by myself.
Yes, yes.
You'll never see me again.
Well, have you guys noticed any paranormal experiences here at all?
You know what? Honestly, like being there, I'm like sometimes I'll see like
What in that little spot there with the wax?
No, in the other room, like the monitor world there.
Oh.
I'm usually back there by
Oh.
myself.
Oh.
But I'm always like I'll see stuff to the left of me a lot in
Oh.
the wax room.
Oh.
I never really told anyone yet.
Oh, that's awesome.
But it's like quick like flashes or just like, you know.
Whoa.
I'm like, am I tired or dying or
Whoa.
did I just fucking see
Yeah,
something?
go towards the light. Go towards the light. Wow. Thank you for showing me that, man. That's great.
It was worth the walk back.
Oh my god. So good, so good. So
Since like the 30s.
okay, so you found a ghost and you named her Lucy.
I didn't find one. I just hear shit all the time.
And so did someone like, was someone like, oh my gosh, she said her name is Lucy? Or did you guys just name her that?
named her.
Oh, you named her Lucy. So what, so you have seen Lucy the ghost?
Well, I just hear shit all the time, dude.
Well, like what? What do you hear?
Like, go drop shit off in the kitchen, the dishwasher's running by itself.
Whoa.
It's not
Whoa. Have you talked to anyone else who experienced any strange stuff?
I'm getting freaked out because it's a big venue.
Yeah. I talked to one of these guys, and he was telling me that sometimes while he's up there in the monitors, he'll see stuff out of the corner of his eye, like in that room with the bathtub, with the wax in there. Sometimes he'll see like a flash of light in there or something. I thought, wow, that's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Hope I didn't freak you out.
No, I love hearing this stuff. Thanks for sharing, honestly. That's good. Wow. With any luck, we'll see some ghosts tonight. The time is now 8:35. It is May 7th. And we're about to go on stage at this place. Max from Catfish, apparently his sister's involved with hiring us for this private gig. He's actually here tonight. We're about to go on stage. I've been trying to airdrop people, and it's just nobody's getting it. So, I'm not sure what the name of this venue is. What is the name of this venue, by the way?
It's called the Fairfield Company Theater, I think.
Fairfield Company Theater. Oh, that's great. It's astounding how many bands have played here at this theater. It totally is a theater. The what?
Fairfield Theater Company.
Oh, Fairfield Theater Company in Connecticut. Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. Country Joe and the Big Fish. Green Sky Bluegrass. Johnny Winter. Taj Mahal. Misfits. Subdudes. Johnny Swim. Eggy. I haven't heard of some of these. Eggy. Black Lilies. Galactic.
Was Shaky?
That's a cool name. Buckethead.
POD, I think it was POD.
Yeah.
Fix. Ben
No, like
Queller.
Shakey's Pizza in Hollywood. Yeah.
Kingfish.
Dude,
Revivalists.
is having
Alejandro Escovedo, The Crossing.
That's gonna be
That's the day before we go.
Jason
Hey,
Mraz.
how's ours?
Thank you. Yours looks great.
Before we leave something.
I was gonna call
Yours
it.
looks
Sorry,
great, dude. Jason Mraz. No worries. Puddles the Clown.
I didn't Frank, look it up.
Matt Schofield. Jim Florentine. Bob Mold. Yeah, Bob Mold. From Husker Du. I listen to that Copper, what is it, Sugar Copper Sugar? Copper Blue. Listen to it over and over. Jeff Daniels played here. Didn't even know he played. Jacob Dylan. The Lumineers. Astonishing Patrick. The Hunts. Sister Sparrow and the Dirty Birds. Very cool. Very cool.
It's like the Twilight Zone.
Does it look like a fun group? Does it look like a fun group?
Yeah, they're all
They look like they're all dressed up like.
Wow. So it was like clones. They were like clones. I love it.
That's what we want.
I loves it, kid. I loves it. All right, listen, it is now 2:29 a.m. I am in Connecticut. Yachtley Crew and I just played. It's now Sunday the 8th, Mother's Day, right? The 8th is infinity. Sun. It's me. Mother's Day. 8th. So it's powerful. So today's our last day, and then we'll be home on Mother's Day. And so I've just been encountering like just lots of really interesting, magical people. 311 Cruisers when we played at Atlantic City, New Jersey. I mean, oh my gosh. Oh boy. 311 Cruisers. Barry, who dresses like Macho Man Savage, I hung out with him and his girlfriend Bridget. Has like a bluish, greenish hair. And his mom. The three, she was a hardcore partier. She did not want to go home early. So Chaz talked us, Baba Booey talked us into going to this club, Boogie Nights. And he's like, oh yeah, just walk to the front. Well, he didn't tell me I had to be wearing my badge. They let him right in. He didn't pay for anything. And I didn't wear my badge. And I'm thinking now, that's why. So anyway, we went in there, had a great time, grand old time, danced around. I think I'm uploading a TikTok, perhaps, of the dancing experience. I was able to hop up onto a stage. They had this dude with a microphone, or a disco head, okay? What's interesting about that is that I have two disco-headed beings on my website, cecartist.com. Samantha Light put that together. She designed that whole thing. So here in my reality situation, there's been some interesting situations where it's been like direct imagination type stuff. I mean, it's strong. So yeah, so there they were. There was his mom. We were all dancing. It felt like we were on the cruise again, 311 Cruise, which is where we all met. And then there were other 311 cruisers who showed up. Everybody was so accommodating. Oh my gosh. Ooh, so good. So that was an extraordinary time. And a great time was had with everybody. Everybody is bonding more and more, and it's like more dances are being invented on stage in the spot. It's really wonderful to share this with such an extraordinary audience, with people who really are there to dress up, have a grand old time. So what happened was Max on the TV show for Catfish, which is interesting because that's about people pretending to be different identities in this day and age with filters on things on Instagrams, which I saw like Instagrams on Instagram and TikToks. I saw this Instagram where the girl's like, oh, is this my real face or not? And all of a sudden, so like, whoa, at the end it shows a real face. So that's like a catfish of sorts. So I've been thinking about that, and all of a sudden, bam, little did I realize that this private party that we had tonight in Connecticut, of course, Connect, I Cut, C-U-R-T. I'm C-U-R-T. So, Connect, I Cut, Connecticut, Connect, I C-U-T. What's T? A C-U-T. A C-U-T. There's a mystery to unsolve there. Unsolve. There's definitely a mystery to unsolve there. in that room full of mirrors. So it turns out this Max guy who works for Catfish, who saw us at the Viper Room, suggested to his sister that we play a private event for her and her husband and his brother-in-law. So, on his word, they hired us for this, and I was very surprised to see Max at that thing. I was like, Max, what the heck? What are you doing, dude? This is crazy. What are you doing here? And I realized, oh, he's the one who helped, bridge the gap to connect us. Wow. Right? Heavy duty. Cosmic stuff. Me and Bridget and Macho Man Savage, me and green haired Bridget and Randy Macho Man Savage, all realized, okay, we have made these soul contracts like Dolores Cannon talks about, making the soul contracts before you come down into this avatar as an earthling. So that's what it felt like. We made that recognition. This happened with some various spirits along our path throughout this trip. Particular spirits, particular zeitgeists, if you will, familiar spirits. It's like they were giving me winks, going, I see you. I see you. That's amazing. Wow, dude. I see you. Connect. I see you. Connect. I see you. What's T? Train of thought. Thought. Connect. I see you. And then send off that train of thought. So I can definitely say that I can make these relations to these things that are occurring in my reality experience to direct things that I have had conversations with people about, talked about, laughed about, joked about, etc. and so forth. We were at a club and there were these young gals who were dancing, and they said, they're like, hey, are you guys Yachtley Crew? And we said, yeah. And the girl goes, my mom's favorite band is Yachtley Crew. So she took a photo with us. And it's like, how the heck does this get out here to Connecticut? Dude, this is interesting. It's crazy to see this. I keep trying to see it from the outside. And it's crazy because I've been using that analogy a lot lately. That Einstein says you cannot solve the problem from within the problem. You've got to step outside of the problem. Now, we're substituting, of course, the word problem for a mystery. You cannot solve a mystery from within the mystery, all right? Step outside of it. Step outside of the mystery. I think that's what the detectives do. They step outside of the mystery to go beyond the question mark. They hook it. The R. The R is hook. R. O-U-R. H-O-U-R. Our. A-R-E. R. R. Isn't that interesting when you keep playing with the language? I loves it. It's so great. Everybody is picking up on each other's language. Oh my God, everybody. It's like it's very bonding. I'm very happy with it. We're turning into Monty Python. And when one guy starts singing, the rest of the guys start singing. It's great, man. I remember reading that here's another thing that's making its waves into this reality situation. I remember reading an article about one of my favorite bands, Gomez. And they were talking about how they were interviewing Gomez, and there's like 7 guys in the band. And during the interview, at any point, one of the guys would start singing, and all the other guys would start singing along. That's what's happening with the Yachtley Crew. It's becoming the dream that I've been envisioning it. And these guys, it's like we're playing these drawing games. We're doing Exquisite Corpses. It's like, oh, dude, they're going along with it. They're improvising. They're playing it. Dude. Oh, my gosh. Maybe it's time to start introducing improv games. Oh, my God, yes. That's what these guys do. That's what these guys can do. Philly and I have improv experience. All these guys have improv experience. And for us to like really go, okay, what's the big dream? What's the big dream? Oh, what's the big dream? So then we train one another. Okay. We go with the waves. 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 Go with the train of thought. Connect, I see you. Connect it. Connect, I see you are T. Fearlessly Phoenixing had caught on to during this one podcast episode. I said something about the T, like I was thinking about my name, C-U-R-T. C-U-R-T. And I was thinking, what's the T? What's the T? And I was thinking like the T, she heard me say this. The T, I was just thinking, okay, what is a T? It's like a table. And a table is kind of like an H, isn't it? So it's got that support thing on there. But it's like... So what is it? Hammer. It's also like a nail. It's both the hammer and the nail. It's like it's yin yang. How cool is that? It's like a hieroglyph for yin yang. T is a hieroglyph for yin yang. You heard it here first on Inspirado Projecto. So in recent news, I picked up smoking 42 packs a day. And drinking at least 33 liters of whiskey a day. So, just want to let you know that's my new thing. Okay, that's my thing. Everybody's got their own thing. That's my thing. All right. Hey, listen, if you're a young viewer, this is Mr. Rogers would not approve. Okay, I'm sorry, Fred. Always making a family show, all right? I overstepped my boundaries. I was presenting a very absurd scenario. My apologies to the young ones listening, to the future generations. This is not the way to teach, okay? That's yes, be absurd, of course. There are other ways to do it, I think. There are other ways to do it. I've been making it a habit in these hotel rooms to be shooting footage of me doing like 1 second of me falling out of the bed and in different hotel rooms. This one looks like it's going to be like, if I could do this early, I want to get at least 4 or 5 shots, 2 different angles. I don't know, 2 shots, maybe from at least 3 different angles. Because I got to go sideways, I got to go forwards, different ways to come in. Plus I can do rolls, depending on how close. These mattresses are high up, I got to tell you. I got to go alley-oop. I could jump off the chair and do a flip. I could do a good, they got no, that won't support me. They got a chair. I could probably jump off the chair, jump onto the bed. Because I want to show this off screen, like, and so I'm doing the self timer, and so it's go 10 second countdown. It goes bop 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 bop, and it goes meh. So on like number 1, that's when it starts recording. So as soon as it goes meh, that's when you're already supposed to be in movement. But at a decent pace. You gotta like time it. So you're kind of I'm trying to do it. My aim is just want to let you know, the behind the scenes listener, I want you to listen, to understand. Hey, listen, I want you to understand something. Oh, by the way, I'm looking at a painting right now. I'm laying on the bed. I'm just now noticing this painting. And the painting is the same color as Bridget's hair. It's got the blue and the green. Of course. We're near oceans. The Jersey Shore. Oh my God. Atlantic Ocean. We're on the Atlantic Ocean in Florida for the Breakers Hotel. I have an episode where I talk about it a little bit, I think. I'm doing a lot of TikToks, Also, I'm trying to catch some sleeps. Maybe what I'll do is
I'll do a full 10 minutes of me sleeping. And maybe what I'll do is, oh yeah, that's good. I need you to hold me accountable, okay? I can record up to 10 minutes now on TikTok. I'll do 10 minutes of me sleeping. And then I'll do narration. But I also want to do more podcasts, more interviews with people. So I just want to let you know that's something I want to do. It's fun. It's been fun. A fun run. A fun run. A fun run. It's crazy. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's fun to be a part of a traveling circus. That's another thing, another zeitgeist, another metaphor. I've always liked the idea of people traveling, leaving something, mundanity, if you will, beige, mundanity, one perspective, small town, and I love small towns. I just learned this gal Connolly, who we know from Bombay Bar and Grill days, which was another zeitgeist. Like these early days zeitgeists kept going woo, 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 and bringing them themselves to us. So Connolly is from Bombay days. Now Bombay days, we did our second show at Bombay in Ventura, and Ventura is very good to us. They love us over there. Our first show is in Stillwater, Dana Point. So, just wonderful vibes. These small but mighty. Our tour is called Anchors Up Tour. It's so funny. These guys are it's so wonderful. They're having great times with puns, metaphors, innuendos, family friendly, because these guys are family men. So it's like nothing is a severe, come right out and say it. It's awesome. It's very Jimmy Stewart, if you will. I just want to let you know. Two men might earlier comment, and I'm not going to repeat it for the young viewers who have forgotten about it. However, to the parents listening, if you're a parent and you think that I gave some bad influence earlier about something I said about how my voice may or may not sound, and the reason that may or may not be behind it, I just want to let you know I've been screaming a lot, particularly during, here's a behind-the-scenes thing with Yachtley Crew. During Brandy, oh, oh my gosh, I just imagine it like Stony Shores. It's just like, Brandy, he's thinking about this woman, he loves her. He's like, oh, you'd be the perfect wife. He's like, but my wife is the sea. My wife is the sea. So it's like this, ooh, but he loves her, ooh. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. This trip is teaching me about romance. It's like wonderful. I'm seeing the value in these things that I used to make fun of for so long as a kid. And all throughout my whole life, like love, stupid, blah. But it's like the universe is going, Kurt, you're going to get heavy dosages of it. And like all the couples out there, all the people meeting, all the people, asking us if they can to propose to their girlfriends, with their fiancés on stage, off stage, in the audience with a spotlight on them. Birthdays, people bring 20 or more people. They bring their family. It's families. And then they tell me about all the places they saw us. And they get all the t-shirts, all the different combos. They've been getting the airdrops. Paulie was sending a bunch at that club. It's crazy because all the guys were there. We were all in our gear and dancing around. And so it was just incredible because I want to talk about this really fast. At the night before nightclub, which was called Boogie Nights, there was a disco bald head, sort of like MC of sorts, I suppose, while this DJ is going on. And this woman who looked like sort of Aztecian, but kind of like a cosmic, she had like almost like platinum silver short hair that was just like, she was wearing almost like a furry, silvery, almost bikini-ish, but kind of not. But then there were these girls that were dancing behind her that were in these silver kind of short dresses that looked like they were kind of extraterrestrial in nature. It was great. And it was just and I would switch the songs around. And so it was just great dancing with Macho Man Randy Savage and his girlfriend Bridget, and just Yachtley Crew. And there's just so much familiarity there. There are these young guys there who had they all had these mustaches, man. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, he was so funny. These guys were just truly from Jersey. They heard about us through their mom. Because their mom saw us in California maybe. And she was just if they ever play in your area, you gotta go. And oh my God, word is spreading. It's crazy to think that it's it's splashing over here, it's splashing over there. These people are talking, those people are talking. These people are wearing hats, they're all wearing... I mean, imagine if there are going to be these Yachtley Crew meetups all over, just sprouting around communities. This could be the utopian society that we've all been dreaming of. This could be the thing. It's crazy this Max guy wants to make a movie. And I'm like, dude, we've been talking about this for eons. Max is the catfish guy. Dude. I'm seeing these dreams come true. And you know what I need to do? It's showing me so much about my ego. Instead of going, what the hell? Why isn't someone thanking me for imagining that idea and it be going, no way, that would never happen. Because we keep going, let's agree, let's keep dreaming big, let's keep dreaming big, let's keep going. Because, there's the other thing. In Atlantic City, which was packed to the gills, that was an interesting arena. New Jersey, we rose from the ground. They had an elevator. So part of the stage was already on stage. A part of all the keyboards, the guitars, amps, basses, drums, keyboards, microphone stands. It was already set up, everything ready to rock and roll. And they had a separate stage behind it that rose, and so we all chose a pose. And mine was like a hawk, like a bird flying. It could be a raven, could be a hawk, could be whatever you want. You fill in the blanks, So we had this backlight on us, so we froze, and then all of a sudden, bam, it blacked out, and then went into the opening songs. Oh wow, just so good. Such a blast. Seeing all of these reflections of these things. Now, of course, I was just recently also... circus. Here, look at right here. There's a Ferris wheel. Ferris wheel to my right. Next to the bed. There's a Ferris wheel. Blows my mind. Ferris wheel. How crazy is that? I'm going to shoot footage of me looking at this and considering this Ferris wheel. And I'm going to put out there into this reality that I will podcast myself coming across a real life Ferris wheel which I'll talk about in this episode, and I'm scared of heights, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to conquer that fear. I'm going to podcast with me on this Ferris wheel, all right? I ask someone to go with me, most likely. But yeah, look at Yachtley Crew is a circus. It's a utopian society. It's amazing. It's amazing. That's what I tell people. That's what I tell people. And then guess what? I tell them that. They keep moving. They keep moving. They keep that moving. So all I gotta do is go, listen, I would love it if you passed that information on to as many people that you think that it would resonate with. That's it. That's all. Don't force it down anyone's throat. But just if you think, if you know someone who likes Easter eggs, just give that to them, please. Actually, that's something I could do. Just go directly up to people. Oh my gosh. I could walk up to a couple and I could immediately start asking, where'd you get this, where'd you hear about Yachtley Crew? And like, wow. Like, just the fact that, like, all right, so I'm just having flashbacks of these airdrops and the way they've been working throughout this trip. It's been like, this experiment has been working primo. So this just popped in my brain. If I walk up to a couple, I have the airdrops on there, and I go, okay, guess what? I'm going to give you one. Turn on your Bluetooth, and I'm going to give you one. Now, you two are going to have to learn how to airdrop yours to her, airdrop yours to him, and bam, now you know how to airdrop. Now, I would suggest name it something. Name it something like, come up with a groupie name or something. But put Yachtley Crew. And so, or just put Collect Them All, or something. And something, airdrop trading cards or something. So then, bam, try to share these with as many people as you can. Just do it. And don't feel bad if anyone turns it down. Just feel good for the ones who do, that you're able to send it to. And just, if you could pass it along, that would be awesome. That way, the people in the audience are sort of recruited into the secret spy mission. Oh, I love it. I love it. Wow, 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 wow. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's like really good. That's like really good. Wow. Wow. My brain is just exploding right now. There's so many possibilities that are just unfolding. And the fact that here's this Ferris wheel next to me, totally representing a circus. And here's this beach in front of me, representing the beaches that I've been looking at, Atlantic City, outside the Tropicana. Paul and I walked to this, it was like one of those beaches that you'd see in a Lemony Snicket novel, or I would say an Edward Gorey book. Just on those shores. And it was kind of like that. And it was windy and crazy. And I'm pshaw. And there was some of this wind, just some rain. It was wow. And all of a sudden, next thing we know, so recorded some stuff, and it was just so fun, just going on these little snippets, these little things. Oh my gosh, just amazing. It's really teaching me about the important things to keep within that minute. You try not to take anything for granted. That's why it's tricky going back and editing something. I could go into a TikTok and I go back into an adjusted clip, especially if I shoot everything I need to shoot. I go into one and I go, okay, let's adjust this clip. And I could re-record over that. And bam, bam, put in a brand new one. No, a new thing, because like right now in this one, I'm doing this like effect, like I'm like these clothes. I'm bam, bam, bam. These clothes appear out of nowhere. It's like I'm going pa pa pa. All right, I think it's time for me to go to bed. My gosh, thank you for hanging on, hanging 10, hanging loose, hanging high, hanging low, hanging sideways, left and right, diagonalized, upside down, dimensionalized, interdimensionalization, Incorporated and Associates, LTD, LLC, over and out, Inspirado Projecto. Thank you dearly for listening to this episode. Look out for more episodes to come. I've got an episode on the way, the third installment of my interview with Martin Schmidt and Cristo Rapolo. My third installment of my interview with Foxy Lady and Desert Fox, the host and hostess of Awesome Sauce Radio Podcast and also Cannabis Conundrum. Then also a mystery character who wanted to remain anonymous. We got those coming up. And if you'd like to hear my interview with Darla Day and the day that we hung out together, that is the podcast episode right before this. So thank you so much for listening to Inspirado Projecto. Thank you for Jay Aaseng from Twin Peaks for opening up the show. Thank you, Stew Strauss from Twin Peaks, for closing the show. And if you stick around, you can hear the Facepalm theme song by yours truly, Kurt Clendenin. Take care, everybody. Until next time.
This is Stew Strauss, the Woodsman, and you're listening to Inspirado Projecto.
It's a face palm, a balm of calm, like a napalm bomb. It's a face palm, crumbly malm of loamy alms. And how soon do you think you to do it again? It's a face palm, here it come alms, playing Brahms on prom. And how soon do you think you to do it again? Have the Holmes from Guam to the cable comes. Are the Grom Rom diatoms glom in their moms? It's a face palm, the book of psalms and rhymes and rhymes. And how soon do you think you'll do it again?